Oh, you guys are a trip, boy. I love you guys. Herb Robert, I've never heard of that one. I'll believe it or not. I think I live in a bubble sometimes, you know. I just, research and stuff right now for me is like, come on. Too many years. I need a break. So appreciate your questions again, and really love being with you always. Um, Indiana Banana was here, and I think Chris is getting that up now for you. And that was a trip. He's a good dude. Those poor legs of his, you've got to fix them. And we see this all the time in here. And that's a good example of kidney failure, where the medical doctors keep pointing to his venous system. And as long as they keep with that kind of understanding, then you're not going to have any kind of healing for him. And of course, he's not going that way anyway. They haven't been able to do anything for him, and he's waking up. And he doesn't, he's doing good, and it's just a great. And I thought you guys might like to see how we work here in the office when you have someone come in like that. So we thought we'd just shoot a little one. He's shot one for his YouTube site. So I'm going to try to get some more of this done. I had another no-show, so that way I can have time to do these. And in a way, it's a good thing. It gives me a chance because I'm just one right after another after the other. And it's like I said, I spend 2 hours. I was almost 3 hours with Indiana Banana today, and it was like, sometimes it just takes time like that to work out your case and to converse with you. But I enjoy that. I think, our clients are everything to us. I wanted to make comment on this one thing, and I appreciate the thought, Alone a lot. I just love that name because I really, the alone state is an incredibly blissful state of the sense of the oneness of all life, but it is a very alone state. And there's a difference between loneliness and aloneness. And so one is always alone, and you don't have to be lonely if you look and see the oneness of all life and the fact that we're all alone. And that's how I can relate to each one of you, to your aloneness, to you as soul. So I always appreciate that. Another comment from a guy, no offense, Doc, and I don't take offense. I understand that. Giving advice, you should set a better example in terms of fitness. I know, Dr. Jensen, most of these guys are a lot worse than I am. But I'm a healer now, I'm not 100% raw foodist anymore. I go in and out of that, and you'll see me. I'll hit it again, and then you'll see it. But I'm so busy in life. It's just, and what you said, Alone a lot, it is. When you start taking on a lot of weight, I mean weight in terms of responsibility, and I understand that. So if you don't like my advice, what is this, Manila sweating? You don't have to listen. I don't really care. This is really for people that really want to learn how to heal, because I am a good healer. Just a lot of years under the pavement. You look like you're having fun on a beach where you have no responsibility. That would be great. In a cave, I can be all raw too. All right, so I'm going to go on and capture some of this. You guys are doing some good questions here, and I hope you're getting good use to this video. And thanks again, Alone a lot. I love you too, honey. And but I will tell you this: me strong like bear. I can work most people under the ground. Just packing on a little weight. Too much nuts and junk, I guess. I don't know. But this is a lovely question here, and this is sad, sweetheart. And at 8, you had scoliosis, and you had corrective surgery for it, but she was 16. Now, this was in 1978. They put an 18-inch rod, stainless steel rod. Thanks, Drew. Pretty looking plant anyway. This is Herb Robert.
Geranium family.
Oh, geranium. Yeah, cool. I like the geranium family. Another heal all herb. I'll look at this and give you my opinion on that. But gosh, there's just so much out there we haven't even discovered yet. So many plants, and heck, we probably don't know what half the plants really do. One of your questions was if we're focusing on cells, then, and most of my formulas are for organs and glands and like, what's up? Well, each cell is a specialist. So when they come together and form tissues, like certain organs, certain glands, they're like a brotherhood. They're like a community that has a certain function. The herbs are designed really for that community, for the function and the production of whatever those cells are for. So the herbs are really specialists working with specialists. So it's cool. Outside of that, cells really are just the health of those is just a product of the two fluids. But these herbs are specifically designed for specialists, meaning those herbs are specialists themselves. Pretty cool stuff, I think. Wonders of the Supreme Being. Anyway, this 18-inch rod was a stainless steel rod. And now, this stainless steel rod broke 3 years later. Now, that's concernful that that this metal was acted upon that quick. So that is concernful. But the other thing that's very concernful with this case is that they placed 3 6-inch rods, which are now permanently fused in my spine. That scares the holy crap out of me. Because now, of course, there is always low-level inflammation. Someone asked me about that with implants. The thing that scares me is, you know, when you have something foreign in you, your body always wants it out, even if it is probably base chemistry. It gets along with base chemistry, of course, a lot better than acid chemistry. They don't do that surgery anymore, she says. It causes flat back syndrome, and I've had a lot of pain as a result. Oh, honey. The rods are now a part of me, or your body, not you, your body. In spite of all this, I went on and became a professional athlete. Good woman, go, man. And I've always remained active and lived clean. At 48, I have embraced the raw food lifestyle. Good for you, sweetheart. I didn't sleep very much and feel that urge to urinate all throughout the night. Could this be anxiety or a kidney problem? Well, yeah, I mean, to have a scoliosis, you would have to have kidney problems to begin with, because remember, the lymph runs up the back like everywhere else. It runs everywhere, and when in an acid medium, your body not only is going to lose the calcium, but one kidney is going to filter always better than another. Very rarely do you see bilateral kidneys that are the same in their health. You always seem to see one kidney weaker than the other, which makes one side of the back more tight than the other side of the back. And you'll see that pulling of the spine out, particularly in a weakened state with the parathyroid. So I would really pop on the parathyroid. Some person asked me about the parathyroid here. Outside of a parathyroid glandular, I assume that the only parathyroid herbs are really going to be the berries again, because the berries seem to be the endocrine gland herbs. I don't know. Let me see here. I think that you just keep cleaning and strengthening your body. Go after your kidneys, go after your adrenals. I'd also suggest maybe you go after your parathyroid gland and really go after that. Somehow I had an impression of pituitary here, so might look into that. Honey, give me a picture of your eyes here and let's look at that. Keep strengthening yourself up, because I don't know what else you can do to deal with this. Is keep working with this. It's bad. Sometimes when medical doctors screw up, they screw up royally. But I will say that if you start utilizing, nothing they do is focused on causative factors, and that's what's frustrating. Is they were considering causative factors for you. Now you're now learning and growing and thinking causative factors. And I think, with working on your parathyroid, I definitely would take the Calma Plus glandular in your case for a while, even though it's a glandular. I think I'd really work with that one. And maybe C. I don't know. I made a little iridology a little analysis sheet. It's going to be probably 2 or 3 pages. Going to go through all the body. Generally, this report's $175. I thought maybe $100. I'd go through the eyes and then write a little protocol for you or something. You can let me know what you think about that. but still, I would go that way here. I would like to work this forum, Gary. I would. You could talk to Chris about that. Sometimes I'd like to open up these forums sometimes, and and maybe work with you guys in that way. Angel Light, I always love you, dear. I love your comments. Thanks, guys, for perking me up here. Yeah, the parathyroid, glandulars. Outside of that, the endocrine gland formula is the only one I think can help. Keeping in mind, we're always going after the lymph and the health of cells in that way, Thank you, Jeff, 35209. Thank you for listening, my friend. About the sinus mucus and a lot of the allergies. My eyes are so red shot all the time. I go, that's exactly what you have to look into. Alabama Jeff. Well, Alabama, man, that's your lymph system, bro. If your whites of your eyes are always red, that's your sclerin. If all that red, that means you're very acidic. All your tissues are inflamed in your body. This means you're not moving lymph. I can tell by your picture you got to deal with your kidneys and get that sugar metabolism good and get your body healthy in that way. I think that'll be important for you. But it's just telling you got to go after your lymph system. You hit it right on the head. See what I like about you guys? You're getting smart. I mean, nobody going to fool you guys or run you into the ground or lie to you and put rods in your back and permanently fuse you to metals. Ugh. Hey, JG. Yeah, Dr. Jensen, raw potatoes. Now, I used to, raised on milk, used to get styes, and my grandmother would take a raw potato and scrape it into a 4x4 gauze, put it over the sty, and the next morning it would all pop because astringent. And you can feel a raw potato as astringent. So, still starchy, but potatoes would be good raw. Outside of raw, no way, Jose. Remember that 256-year-old man? I was going to show you his painting up here. Dr. Jensen had it hanging, and when he passed, he gave it to me. And there's that 256-year-old Chinese guy. You can Google 256-year-old Chinese dude. But he claimed he never ate anything that grows below the ground, and I rarely do. I don't. My diet's about 70 to 80% raw. And then my big failing is what someone wrote on here, sweet tea. That's my failing. Grew up on it. That's my addiction. Fighting these corrupt federal judges and this stuff, I tell you what, it's enough to unnerve you. I mean, I got so angry for a while there, I was ready to exercise my constitutional rights to protect myself in any way possible. That's how bad it is. I'm well locked and loaded. It's just, we have a very corrupt judicial system out there that just, there's so much lies to the people. Let me tell you, we're just as corrupt as so many other countries. And our judicial system, it's amazing what they try to hide from you. So it unbalanced me, yeah. And it did make me put on a little bit of weight. You like the blue? Thank you, my friend. I don't know, Kathy keeps saying wear colors, and it's like, I know, but I don't know. I'm one of those old guys, I just, I don't have a lot of different clothes. I mean, I have a whole closet full of them, but I have some beautiful Indian shirts and stuff, but I don't know whether people would relate here in the office, but I love Indian shirts a lot there.